So gaming has seen some great games this year and some really ass games. Battlefield 2042, I'd still technically count that as this year. It was bad. It was fucking bad. Bad. Incredibly bad. God of War versus Elden Ring, that was a huge thing. But there's a new game on the block, a game that a lot of people are hyped for. Now, games like DayZ and Rust, open world games where you can do what you like, are very popular because they give you something called freedom. Freedom to do what you want, play how you want, and just enjoy yourself with your teammates, and the realism that comes with it. Yes, DayZ's not the most realistic and the greatest game in the world, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of things in DayZ I wish that weren't in DayZ, or it didn't act like that. But DayZ is probably the closest thing you're ever going to get to the realist open world shooter. It doesn't give you anything, doesn't even give you a map unless you're on some custom server. If you're on a basic vanilla server, you're thrown in and you have to try and find yourself around. It's incredibly hard, especially when you have teammates with you, and you don't even know who's your teammate or not, so you have to try and wear something that, I think you can get armbands in it. You can wear an armband to try and identify your teammates, because there's no real way of identifying your teammates in that game, which I don't mind, because it gives a sense of realism. In real life, you wouldn't be just have a name over someone's, head. You would have to identify your teammate either by voice, by what they're wearing, or by something, you put like an armband on them or something like that, or wrap a piece of cloth around their arm that's coloured so they can identify you easy, or glow in the dark, or something that's easily identifiable by them, so you know that they're the right person. And that's what makes DayZ good. Rust as well. Like the most like battle royale open world shooters, looters as well. And Tarkov kind of ties into that. But I think DayZ has something special out of all of them, in my opinion, because it has zombies. It gives you that sort of loneliness if you're alone, and the freedom that comes with it. Although I know there's a lot of things in DayZ that really does need working on. Other than that, I think it's a solid game. Now, the game Day Before is a game that a lot of people are very skeptical about, and I am too. This game was announced, I think, back last year. I don't know when, but there was a trailer floating around about it, and everyone was like, "Whoa, what is this? This is really cool." And I think we've seen some games like this before, like an open world game. This was next level DayZ, pretty much. DayZ on steroids, as most real life as we can get to. DayZ is in like deserted Russia. There's not much, but yeah, there's like houses and there's cities and stuff like that. But most of it is looted, and like the shops and stuff damaged and stuff like that. But it looks like there's going to be actual. The closest thing to The Division, if you've ever played The Division, I'd say that's the most beautiful open world game in the sense of New York and stuff like that. And there was some people walking through New York on the day before. And like I said, a lot of people are very spectacle about that game purely because of the developers' past. Now, I don't know whether this game is going to be a failure or not. A lot of people are very scared. We don't even know the price of the game yet to even make a judgment. We don't even know if there's going to be a beta. But apparently this year, March 2023, there is going to be an official release, unless they push it back. I think it was supposed to release last year, June, I think it was, or something like that. But it got pushed back because of the war in Ukraine or something like that. which is fair enough. You know, if they need to push it back, I'd rather them push it back than it release like a pile of shit. I'm okay with devs as long as they're honest and they're very open and this and that, and saying, "Oh, we like to push it back for this." I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna be mad. That's cool. Do what you gotta do. If you don't want the game looking like buggy shit or spaghetti, go ahead and do it. I'm actually quite happy they've decided to do that. However, I seriously think that this could be a downfall for the day before. Because, well, it doesn't look great and a lot of people aren't very happy. Now, they have abandoned, like I said, games before. They have currently a game, Prop Night, which I'm surprised they haven't abandoned. I don't know all the games they've abandoned, but they've abandoned quite a lot of games. I think they sold off some games as well. They abandoned the game, and I think they decided to shut down the servers for it. So, as you can see, this has scared a lot of people because of the past. Is this going to be a scam? Are we all just getting pulled in to something to buy it, and then, you know, a year down the line, we're going to realise that whatever money we spent, either whether it's $50 or how much, there's no price yet, indication to say how much it is, but I'm probably going to guess it's upwards somewhere around there. It isn't going to be cheap, I know that, but that's where a lot of people are going to get a little scared. Are we just going to get a year's worth of a game for $50, or a few months, depending on the devs, if they pull out? So it's a very weird game to look at. It looks beautiful, incredible, but a lot of people have exposed whether it could be actually fake, and rendered in, which, you know, is an honest thing. It's an honest thing that, yes, it could be rendered in. A lot of people have said this might not actually be gameplay itself. There is a lot of people concerned in the community scene of the day before. They did just release a trailer, an RTX trailer, which a lot of people are a little bit specular. I guarantee the game isn't going to be anything like the gameplay and the trailers we've seen. Exactly. I think this has happened before. There was especially as well. I think I heard that they were looking for volunteers. They were looking for volunteers to work on the game. Now, why that makes me a little bit scared is, well, they might have blown through all of their cash. They might have blown through all of their budget, which isn't a good thing. I don't know, like I said, we don't really know much, how many devs are actually working on this, how big this is going to be, how well the servers are going to be when it launches, since it's probably, I think, like the second or third most wishlisted game on Steam. I have no idea how many people actually have it in their wish list. My guess is a good 100,000 maybe, or around about 50,000. I don't really know. There's a lot of people wish listed in it though, and I think it's going to be a huge disappointment when they realise it's probably not going to be an expectation of how it looks on video. We may be just pulled in to buy a game, and then a year down the line it doesn't do great. I mean, this is not just releasing on PC, this is releasing on Xbox and PlayStation, so it's got a lot to sink into. I don't know if it's going to be cross-play, stuff like that. This game could be, I mean, the concept of it is fucking incredible. I love how it looks. It looks incredible. The fact you can go in a mall, loot and stuff like that, an abandoned mall. It looks great. It looks great. It looks like you can have your own house. You know, you can team up with teammates. It looks great. The whole thing, the game looks incredible. But it's whether we're being scammed on the fact that this may not actually be gameplay and just rendered in. Which, if it is, that's a huge disappointment. The reason why a lot of people have said that is because the aiming in the game doesn't look natural. And I had to look at it. And the movement doesn't actually look like someone would be playing the game, which gets a lot of people concerned. Here are some comments on the trailer. that they released it. They released yesterday. It was released. Well, I think it was released yesterday on IGN. A lot of people speculating. Been waiting 4 years for this game to show more gameplay. It doesn't look nearly as close as that original trailer walking through New York City, but let's hope it's fun. Buyer beware, check the developer's reputation. That's true. A lot of these guys, oh my god, this game's going to be so cool, I can't wait to buy it. Then you realise, like I said, a year down the line, it's gone to shit. So please, if you are going to buy this game, play at least an hour of it. If you're playing on Steam or Xbox, I'm not too sure about PlayStation's refund policy. And if anything's wrong with it, refund it. In fact, I think they should up the refunds for games like that. Holy shit. Especially when the reputation of the company isn't exactly great. I don't know, a lot of people are very even... I mean, I can't wait for this to release, bro. You can literally shoot zombies. Again, I don't know if it's real gameplay. I'm a sucker for anything rare zombie related. Haven't stopped playing State of Decay. Look, that's it, folks. You've got a whole 12 seconds of gameplay. I think this could be good. If you're a Division fan, I think the Division is the closest thing to maybe we've got to something that looks so spectacular. I love the Division 1. Division 2's okay. I do love Division 1 more. The gameplay, the aesthetics, everything looks incredible. The Day Before is another game that I hope does well. And obviously, this is RTX gameplay right here. It looks incredible. Like, the scenery, everything looks great. I'm guessing this was recorded on a 1490, but I could be wrong. It looks great. The quality looks incredible. Although some people have called out the muzzle flash to be fake, and this could be rendered. I have no idea. First person looks great. And there you go. That's all you got. 12 seconds of gameplay. It's just a little RTX thing. Other than that, you really didn't get much gameplay. So you're relying off very little gameplay. It looks like a lot of people have caught on to this maybe being a bit of a skid, which is unfortunate if it is, but it looks like the developers have actually posted a video. I'm sorry, but you guys keep giving us what we do not want. We want the game and info about it, not life at your studio. Oh Lord. People are very angry. It doesn't look great. I hope we do get more information based upon this, because like I said, this is a highly anticipated game. People actually love open world, and so do I, because there's no actual open world game like that where you can buy stuff. There's gyms you can go to, all sorts like that. This will be the better than DayZ, and DayZ, and I know a lot of people don't exactly like DayZ, which, yeah, fair enough. It's not a cheap game, DayZ, and especially on PC, most of the servers are just modded to hell, so finding an actual vanilla server is quite hard, to be fair. So I don't know how this will go. Will you be able to just find a server, or will it be just all one big server? I don't even know if that's possible. I could imagine that 10,000 people on one server, it would just collapse immediately. Give it 5 seconds, the servers just fall to pieces. But yeah, I really do hope this game does show its true potentials, and we do see more from it, because, well, as you can see, a lot of people aren't exactly happy. Before this video, I heard lots of doubts. I can confirm that I even have more doubts. This seems like some wild rabbit hole that unfortunately won't end with a complete game. I do really hope I'm wrong, though. See, a lot of people are very speculative of whether this game is actually going to release at all. You know, this could be just some big, this is cool, let's go. Nope, it's never releasing. If they start, this is how to prove if they are trustworthy or not. If they start pushing it back and back and back, they've got to start being more honest. Why have they not finished development? Have they not done this? They've got. If you're a developer like this, you've got an opportunity to be fucking huge here. They've got an opportunity to be fucking huge. This game would change both of that. It looks like the two guys who are in the studio. This could change their fucking life. This could 100% change their life. The money that they would get from this. I really hope this is not just some shill or mess up, or they just give people unrealistic expectations. Because this could definitely change them as a studio as a whole, and most gamers. But just looking at the gameplay, I mean, as soon as the trailer dropped, I was like, no. There's something really fishy about these type of games. I think there's been other games that have released on. Oh god, what's the website called? You can fund a project. I can't remember what it's called. Either way, you can fund a project, and I think I've seen before people have actually funded open world project games and they've failed, or they've never actually released them. And that's why a lot of people have been speculative about this. I mean, it launched, although we got a trailer January 2021 telling people, wishlist it. And, the gameplay, that wasn't, just some random thing. It was kind of showing you the whole of the day before. It was showing you around the city, what you can do, the reflections, RTX, everything like that. It looked fucking incredible, walking around New York City, taking cover, checking your inventory out, picking up things. I don't know, the scenery looked incredible. But I fucking hope. Yeah, a lot of people back then, I really hope the final game looks like and plays like this good. I'd buy so fast. And this was when the trailer dropped. A lot of people were still like, I don't know. Remember guys, no pre-orders. Hope you guys going to deliver a quality game. This looks good. And I hope the atmosphere and everything can't wait. I can't get enough of the snowy. There's a bunch of people, I don't believe this game can be real. Looks too much amazing. Maybe it's this trailer. I don't know. We could be all wrong. Everyone could be wrong about this game, and have completely failed and all. But I'm still very I don't know about this. This game could be a failure. This game could, I don't know, not be a great thing. And a lot of YouTubers are kind of False Gaming, a YouTuber who talked about it before, talked about. Yeah, it could be a disaster. He's made another video this is definitely going to be a disaster. I don't know whether the fact they've pushed it back, they've not been very open with what's going on. Their website went down for a few days. They haven't been very open with the community. You know what? I even if it's maybe not as best in the world, I actually respect it if the developers are very communication. That's the most key thing I think we need these days between devs and the consumers, because the devs need to be relaying back information. No, they don't need to leak their game or anything like that, but they need to be relaying back information that makes the people happy. Oh, well, we've done this, and this. This game is looking very stable now. This game's looking like it's going to be releasing on time, and this. Oh, sorry, this game may be delayed. We'll have to give you more information. Games like that, developers like that are very open with how they act and stuff like that, are the best type of fucking devs. I think they're the best type of devs, and I really hope we're not just getting shilled here. And I really hope this is some realistic thing, because we're most likely going to get unrealistic expectations from this. I don't know. I really hope I'm I'm wrong, and most people are wrong. I don't know. God, this it's gonna be a sad thing if it doesn't look great.